So this is how to practice EoC and then how to be care in the hotel industry. So introduction is already done. And then I learned from the EoC principles that all employees should have equal rights and they must share the same responsibility according to their job assignments. This also applies that everyone should share and then have the same treatment, even the opportunity to access information. In our company, we have these company values for everyone so that everyone should do and then put it into practice. Like, for example, think of others, think of customer satisfactions, and then act professionally. Along with this working attitude, EoC helps me to realize that as employees, we cannot just work using our skill and our brain, but mostly using our heart. And then, so every now and then, all of us in the company, we should do everything for the benefits of most people. And then the practice here during the pandemic, given the fact that our hotel does not have enough and then many guests, our management started to give unpaid leave to all staff. As a result, some staff take turns working based on hotel needs, and then it affects the daily attendance in all departments. So some of them have different schedule, therefore we have different paycheck. This brings jealousy and also talks among our staff in the hotel. And then they tell this to HR, my department. So after a few months, after a long discussions within the management, we finally established a memo that gives maximum working days so that everyone have almost the same paycheck. This is, of course, in later, some information that we also have to give to the hotels, to the hotel staff. We make sure that everyone get the same information, and then we put it in the memo. And then instead of just sharing the information for the managerial level, we share to the hotel staff. So we share the memo in the WhatsApp and then email, and then also we put in the notice board. And then we also encourage the staff to give the information and then ask something to us directly instead of giving assumptions, so that during the uncertainty during the pandemic, all staff have the same information. And then another strong things that I learned from EoC is that about to ensure that not only material things are equally shared, but also skills and behaviors. I am in charge of giving orientations to the new staff and trainees, and on their first day, usually we make sure that everyone is happy. So I make sure that this new staff or new trainees, they are accompanied during their first year, during their first day. This way we can omit the position of senior and junior and then work as a team instead, because we believe that everyone is a mentor. I apply this to my daily tasks as well, not only doing my part, but also taking part if there is another department that needs my help. In our company, we call it lateral task, which means any staff in all departments must take part in the area needed. Like, for example, wrapping food for the weddings, cleaning kitchen drainage, and even the locker room. It was only a few people who would help in the beginning, but I keep doing my part. Now everyone seems to help one another every time there is a call for a lateral task. But of course, this is not always like all good things. I also have some challenges, because my challenge now is to encourage all managers and supervisors so that they submit their department learning attendance truthfully, like according to the reality. Because I work as a training manager, every month I have these learning sessions reports and then I have to cross-check with them. Sometimes I have to make sure that they give a truthful report. Many times I have arguments with other managers because their reports contradict the reality. They only want to follow and then achieve the target in their annual learning plan. For example, one session lasts for an hour, but in reality, it's only 15 minutes. So they kind of cheat so that they can get their learning target achieved. I invited all managers and the supervisor to have a meeting to discuss about this matter and remind them that the number is not important. It was difficult at first, but now there are some supervisors who are willing to change the reports if I already cross-check them. So, and then another thing, the last thing that I would like to share about the culture of giving. During the pandemic, we have to reduce our expenses and cut our budgets. And then we have to let go some of our staff. I initiated to collect basic needs for the staff who have to stay at home. Luckily, our hotel owner gave us about 500 kilograms of rice to be distributed. So I put aside my salary and then bought some eggs. And then the other managers also bought some other basic needs. And then we distributed this to staff who have laid off. Some staff also started their own business to get additional income. So we help one another by buying their products during this pandemic. Another practice is to help the trainee students who had to do the internship during Raya holiday. This holiday season, I bought them biscuits, bottled water, and some drinks so that they can have a simple celebrations away from the family. My act drew the attentions of my colleague who said that she also wanted to donate. My simple gesture finally generates an act of kindness from my colleague. So I would like to close my sharing with the word that you see every time we have the video of EoC. Kiara said that unlike the consumerist economy based on a culture of having, the economy of communion is the economy of giving. Therefore, if I want to practice this, I just have to ask myself every day, how can I help so that I can do and then make a change in my workplace and then the environment that I live. Of course, it takes extra energy and then it might be different from what everyone is doing now during the pandemic, but it gives me peace and then it makes me happy in living the world today. So thank you for your patience and then have a fruitful summit. Ciao, ciao.